Right, it's Easter time again. Look, I got some good stuff. I hope I get some good stuff tonight.
Oh, really? Easter's tonight?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What?
Yeah.
When is it again?
It's tonight, and then the day after that, and 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 the day after that.
This will be a short one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 44 of Digimon Ghost Game Rust. Because, yeah, we don't know how long this one's going to be yet, but we bet it'll be a long one because
we've got
many things to say, and it's all very positive and wonderful, as you can tell.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're worried about us going too in depth and worried about spoilers, there's absolutely nothing to spoil here. But
it should be.
If you're, since we're almost 10 episodes away from the end now.
And well,
we'll get into it. So if you're worried about that kind of stuff, here's your warning. Let's dive right into episode 44, which starts with
the same opening narration from our ghost narrator.
It's episode 2.
Yep.
And we start with, well, actually not really quite the formula.
Well, it is, but it's just not done well.
Yeah, it's similar, but not actually that threatening or anything.
Because we have a guy and there's a creepy voice.
And
the house starts to shake a little, and he goes outside and realizes it's not an earthquake and it's just his building.
And that's it.
That's about it, yeah. Don't miss a fall or anything.
Yeah, this isn't Gigasmon where the building falls and then comes back up and we never know why that even happened. So, I mean, sure, okay, but yeah, and that's really it. There's no Digimon, at least to be seen there. There's no real danger because the building doesn't collapse. It's just a thing. And so we cut over to Kotaro, Nomura, whichever you want to call him. And he's wearing a really weird pair of glasses.
Pretty ugly pair of glasses.
And oh my gosh, he's here. He is so getting his head kicked in again by some Digimon. He's,
Don't you know to stay away? Don't hang out with Hero. Bad things just happen to you.
Yeah, stay away. And he's saying how these are a limited edition from some band that like you could only get if you went to their concert or something. Or
yeah.
Supposedly that's what it was, but he was able to get a pair.
Yes.
And
from the new kid in school, the first year.
Katatsu or so, a very Japanese name. I did not even bother to write it down.
I call him Merchman.
Yeah, so yeah, and he's a first year student, new around here, and
so again in the game, I get the impression that we've moved on to a new school year.
Yes, which means we are very close to a full year of this season
in world
time.
Yeah, I can't think of any other season that can even close to being this long.
Yeah, in that kind of time. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's just saying how he can get just about anything. Just ask.
Yep. You get this picture of him. He looks kind of beady-eyed and an odd smile here.
Yep. Just like the main character from Hacker's Memory.
Yeah.
Don't trust him. Wait, that was the pro tag.
I still don't trust him.
I still don't trust him. He's a hacker. Yeah.
Then we go to another house.
Yeah, where this
a wife goes through the kitchen and swears she sees
an elf.
What she calls an elf.
Which I've seen the whole episode. I'm not exactly sure what she saw, but
yeah, and it looks like an elf. But not that again, I'm sure they should even be able to see them.
All the more reason why, yes.
But anyway, she talks to her husband about it. Her husband doesn't see anything around. Goes, yeah, he must have dreamt it.
It tries to turn on the water because they're up late. Just get a drink of water or whatever. Nothing turns on right away. And after a while, it comes gushing out, brown, deep red. Yep. Looks a little bit like blood, but
yeah, being this season, like your first thought might be blood, but it's not.
No, he looks at it and is like, rust.
That's weird.
And their house
starts to shake
as well.
And they go outside, realize it's not an earthquake, it's just their house. House doesn't fall. Move on.
And then we immediately cut over to another student showing off, hey, look at this really rare internet shirt
really
I got.
Ugly shirt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all this stuff is really rare. Well, there's a reason they didn't keep making them. Because, man, I don't get it.
Yeah, then at this point, Gamamani pulls on Hero's leg, asking for snacks. Yeah, well, I want consistent character and plot. But only one of us is going to get what we want. And it's not me.
Mm-hmm. And
But he looks cute, so we'll take a screenshot.
oh yeah. And so they're walking up to the dorm building. Sorry, you're not that cute.
Oh.
Nor am I. So
I know.
And so they wander up to the building, and Gamon's all happy, ready for his champion. And we hear a munching on the other side of the door. They open up, and who's everyone's... I can't even say favorite Digimon because I don't know who really...
We asked for this guy to keep coming back.
Yeah.
Did you even notice he was gone last episode? Do he show up again here? I didn't realize he wasn't in the last episode.
Yeah, no, give us the professor back.
Yeah.
Can we kill this guy off and not the professor? Yeah, and he's literally eating Gamamon's chocolate.
And boy, he's not happy about
He's
that.
not I am surprised he does not charge him and headbutt him or something here. I mean, he just whines to Hiro, and Hiro tries to, be nice and just tell him, stealing's not wrong. We don't steal each other's food. Like, oh, fine, I won't eat that. I'll go get some on my own. Not gonna steal it, are you?
And Hiro, being the softy he is, gives him his late night ramen.
Yeah, I assume that's what it appears to be. Seems like a nicer ramen, too.
Yeah, it's got some shrimp and some...
Yeah. It's
more than the ramen I ate in college.
Yeah. Or the ramen I eat now.
Please like and subscribe. He needs food.
I'm starving. I need snacks. Oh boy. This is a good sign. So, yeah. So he gives it to him, and Esteban says, I've heard something that you might be interested in.
Yes.
I was over at your apartment. You were you? I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And it was shaking, and he tells what we've pretty much seen at this point and heard, that it seems like an earthquake, but it's only their house. Nothing really that unusual. It just actually gets our main characters involved in the story
a little bit sooner. As it turns out, he really didn't need to. It would be on their doorstep very quickly.
Yes.
I mean, nothing suspicious is happening in the dorm.
Yeah, nothing at all.
But anyway, Hiro does go out that night and look into the general area.
And he's standing around outside staring at the apartment, and eventually a couple officers on bike. I guess officers on bike are more common in a...
Well, when everything's so compact, cars are very kind of hard to move around.
In cities like that? I guess it's more common. I'm more
I
rural,
don't know it, but it didn't strike me as that outrageous for the kind of area they're in.
Yeah, or security guards, or whatever exactly they are. Something like that.
There's
Hey, what are you doing out this late alone? And before he can really answer that, one of the buildings a few complexes down starts shaking. So the police go over, check it out. Hiro follows them.
He never notice or question them.
No, the whole time he's right behind them.
Yeah, he's not, distinctly way behind the corner stinging. He's like three steps behind him the entire time.
Yeah, no. I mean,
he's not even being subtle about it.
Hiro's not particularly stealthy usually. No, that is not one of his.
It's not like we have Digimon that could be stealthy in this season.
Nope, no way to do that. Just like every single one of them could.
Yep. Or just an Espimon who's still with them in his invisible mode. Which,
well, he is.
Again, every Digimon has this season.
Yeah, so it's not really that big a deal that he can do it. So they go into the building and start investigating. And
look at their door, the door that she was talking about. And the door starts rusting.
Yeah.
I mean, right in front of your face. Spreading amazingly fast.
Mm-hmm. And Espimon also says, hey, look over here.
Hey, fake Hiro, look here. And you see some cracks.
And cracks. And
foundation in the wall. And
the building's shaking, it does make sense that, it would suffer some damage.
Yep. And then Espimon just disappears and we never see him again this episode.
Yeah, who?
Yeah, what? You talking about somebody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ruli. We were talking about talking to Ruli.
Oh!
And Goramon.
I like them considerably more.
Because that's where he goes to talk to next. And because it's an unnatural thing, he said, hey, have you heard anything about this on your Lirurin site?
Yep.
No, I haven't heard a single thing about shaking houses and all that. What is the point of your website? What? This Lirurin thing has done, nothing. I don't understand.
Well, a few times it has, but...
Yeah.
Guy with bag on his head's done as much.
Yeah.
But no, I don't remember his name. Nor do I care.
But yeah. But no, I do have something about an elf.
Yes.
So this is the second time we've heard someone mentioning an elf. An elf that comes and will grant your wishes.
Yes.
And give you things in the night. a very, obscure. That sounds, very supernatural.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a tooth fairy kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or Easter Bunny.
So, Hero begins to make the connection that he thinks, the student that's giving away things
It's giving all this, apparently has all this really rare...
might very well be connected. So, in the morning, when everyone's asking him for stuff, he gets in line, and he asks, where are you getting this stuff? And he's like, oh, come on, man, don't do that.
I can't tell you. I can't reveal my sources.
So, he doesn't get anything from there.
But at this point, Hero notices in the walls of the cafeteria, where they're meeting him, there are some cracks forming.
Cracks. They go out into a hallway and look at a banister, and there's some rust gathering on one of them.
So, despite seeing the fact that there's cracks all over the wall, what does Hero do? He goes to bed in this building.
Yep, no problem.
Nothing to worry about. It's not like we know he has his family house he could sleep in or anything.
No, nothing like that.
I mean, we usually know that Kyoshiro's not here. We've heard that he's off on some conference.
That's a business trip, yeah, because he would not.
So it's not even like Senpai would yell him for not being in the dorm room.
Yeah, he would disapprove of all this commotion and everything. So.
But regardless, apparently he's not worried about it. Though he should be, because during the night, he shut on the roof, collapses in.
Yeah, one of the storerooms or something they had. There's some shed nearby.
Yeah, something like that along those lines.
Yeah.
At this point, they're on the stairways, and the one female who apparently is allowed in the boys' dorm.
Yeah.
I don't know why she's here. Is commenting on the rust on the railing.
Yeah. And so, yeah, things are getting worse and worse. So, you think he would,
Talks to Hiruli again, and we get a name for the elf. It's called the Gift Elf.
The Reward Elf, yes, I believe. Gift Elf? Whichever.
I have Gift Elf, regardless.
Yeah.
And if you can find it, you have to leave your request on the website. But she's not been able to find the website yet, because she's been looking for it.
Yes. And with that code name of Gift Elf, Reward Elf, whatever it is, he then confronts him and says, I want to know about the Reward Elf.
Yeah.
And that gets a response from him of, whoa, wait a minute, man.
Okay,
well, let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk. Come meet me outside.
Yeah, they're in a stairwell, or something.
Yeah. Outside's not quite right.
Yeah. And so Hero's like, what's the website? Where is this? I need to know.
So, yeah, I think it's what's going on is something to do with the Gift Elf. So please don't make me stop. This is making me really popular.
Yeah.
And again, as someone who was not particularly popular in school, I sympathize with the guy.
I can understand this.
You have a way that works really well for you.
And he's making people happy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's superficial crap, but it's at least working.
He's making friends in high school and time age. I understand why he doesn't want them to stop. But he does show the site to the hero on the phone. Something like Mine No Gel.
Yeah.
It's 8 letters, Jell are together. This is a Jellymon anagram! How could you not figure this out? And it's beyond obvious. It's the worst anagram I've ever seen!
Don't worry if you were dumb like me.
Took me about half a second.
You don't have to feel completely bad. The episode will make you feel bad enough already.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So he goes back to bed. It's like knowing that the room is still falling down.
He goes onto that website before he goes to bed to put his own order in. Because
gives it a test, yeah.
To give it a test. And he's like, what should I ask for? And Gamamon's like, champion! So, alright, champion chocolate.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. And
then he's sleeping falling down building.
Yep. And so
in the middle of the night,
we see
three Digimon face through the door.
And if you've been watching Digimon long enough, this is in the movie we won't talk about. This has been in Tamers, in Telemons.
This is a fairly popular Digimon.
Yeah, bunnies. They're cute.
Yep. A whole lot online. Though they're little in Telemon.
I mean, yeah, these are
not that little, but
I mean, these are maybe smaller than Gamamon. I mean, they're
about that size. Yeah,
somewhere around there. They are usually much.
Usually they're taller than a human.
Usually considered a much larger Digimon. And they show up. They look on a little tablet phone.
It's called a Digiphone. We'll be told what it is.
Yeah, later we'll be told. So yeah, it's a Digiphone.
And the order is for champion chocolate. And they do a little happy magic bunny dance.
And a portal weird look like
cloud
thing
portal thing
opens in the roof and drops out a nice wrapped up
chocolate egg and really nice package.
Mm-hmm. And we can clearly see that Hiro and Gabumon have their eyes open. And
Oh yeah,
just
trying
watching
to pretend to be asleep.
sleep. Yeah. When they put it up there, they close their eyes and then open them again.
Yeah.
I mean, with Champion that close, I'm surprised Gabumon kept it
I was
up.
able to keep his composure.
Yeah. Hiro, sure. But
And again,
Gabumon-
also at this point, they're coming through the door, so the phase they're in, he couldn't be seen. But Hero's probably wearing his Digivice, so
Yeah.
this isn't a problem at this point.
At this point, but yeah. But gee, if this is what they've been using
This
before,
they've been saying in this form that it allows them to phase through doors. These people seeing elves shouldn't be
what
seeing
are they
elves.
seeing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they see to possibly think of that. And so
They kind of phase back through the doors. They pop out. They start to follow him. Yamamon with a big mouthful of
the chocolate,
you can tell.
he is proving that yes, it is tasty.
It is
real.
indeed, yeah. Seems to certainly be real.
He certainly seems to like it, and they follow him down to a certain door.
Yes.
It was like
they go through
"Hmm."
there.
So Hiro comes up and knocking up. Senpai, are you back from your trip? What?
Yeah.
What's going on here? And there's a slight pause before Jellymon just phases through. It's like, Hiro,
Yes, what are you doing up so late?
Yeah, go away. Darling's on a business trip.
Yeah.
Did 3 Digimon just come in here?
Yeah. 3 rabbit Digimon.
Hold on.
She unlocks the door and lets him in.
And lets him in. And, gee, yeah, we see.
They're the anagram of Jellymon. Really was the anagram of Jellymon.
Yep. And she's sitting in front of Kyo's big computers with his 6 monitors. Whatever. He's got
a nice setup.
Yeah, he's got a nerd setup. Better than my nerd setup. I don't have enough room.
He's got a nice dorm. What's the dorm have more room than my house?
Wait. So yeah. So she starts saying how she started up a business.
Yep.
With the Antilamon. Okay. Jellymon doing business. This is normal. We've
established it.
we've
They will
established this.
finally establish what she's
Yeah.
been doing, what she wants, what she's hoping to accomplish.
Yeah, and for working with her, they gave her one of those phones.
It's called the Digiphone.
That's
yeah.
what they paid her, gave her.
It's all the rage among the Digimon right now. Oh, okay. So now we have them that they can talk to community from different places. They can talk to scouts. Okay, this could be useful.
Yeah.
And she explains that the Antilamon are able to manipulate spirit energy to make these items.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, well, you're making what? You're just having a very unique web Amazon here.
Mm-hmm.
But how are people paying you? I mean, you mentioned that Hiro had to pay for the chocolate or anything.
Yeah, they're just dropping it off.
In fact, they're out now doing another delivery.
Yeah. And what is she getting out of this?
I mean, if you're running a business, there's got to be something on your end. I mean, obviously she's spending late nights, a lot of work on this.
Yeah.
Making a whole webpage and all this. Keep track of all these orders.
Well, hopefully they'll bring it up later, because she doesn't have time to do it now, because... And yeah, so as she's saying that they're out doing another delivery, continuing the work, the building starts to shake. And so we pan over to them giving a call to Ruli that, hey, something's going on, and Goramon, do you know anything? Well, yeah, and Telamon do use this, and they can change composition, but they need some kind of material. They don't just make something out of nothing, like spirit energy, like she was saying.
Oh, I guess it's like what spirit energy is.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Wait, I think they're using material from the building.
Yeah.
Which, gee, everything's rusting, everything's shaking, everything... Yeah, that'd be a pretty...
Even though rust is actually adding oxygen to iron, but...
That's
this is where my suspension of disbelief ends.
That's the least of our concerns in this episode. And so... Finally they realize, oh, this might be a problem!
Yes. So they rush out to give her Lex's delivery is. Gee, guess where they've been spending most of the night?
Yeah, in New Guy's
Mercman's room.
And they're summoning thing after thing after
lots
thing.
of bunny dances, yes.
Dropping like an end table on his butt was he hiding under the blankets, and there's high quality beef and just all this
keyboards.
A bicycle I think is in there. I don't know. There's all sorts of nonsense. And that's our commercial break. Not for me. I don't make.
You don't make enough for me. Commercial breaks yet.
No. But And yeah, okay.
Things are bad there.
Mhm.
They're
Bad.
bringing the building down around them by making this stuff.
Okay,
So
so
they rush to his room. Jellymon tells them to cancel, and they say, no, it must stop be through the proper channels.
Jellymon's like, what's the proper channels? Like, she doesn't
No.
know.
So not very good partners with these guys, are you?
Apparently. So, and they're like, what? We just want to make people happy. You want to make
They don't
us...
say that yet.
Yeah, okay.
And when it gets in the way of our
business will be... Yeah.
must be dealt with. So we start this fight. Even though, given what we'll learn later in this fight makes no sense to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we activate the digital field.
Go.
They seem a little more annoyed by this.
Yeah.
Go with Betelgeuse.
Yeah, they go out the window to fight in, like, a field.
Well, yeah. Actually, the Antilamon smack them out through the door. Through the because, gee, they're a lot tougher than a single champion.
Yeah.
The 3 Ultimates, yeah, they do just fine. We're now proper sized.
Yeah, they grew for... When the battle started, they were ready and actually grew up to be bigger. And normally they turn their hands into axes and
Blades and stuff, yeah.
For some reason, they just go Colossus and make it just metal. I don't
Yeah.
know. Okay, I mean, sure, whatever, but...
What's more ridiculous? Blades are, just a more solid hand.
Yeah, the axes are more ridiculous. So sure, okay. And as they...
So they actually go to Ultimate fairly quick here.
Yeah, pretty quickly after commercial break. It's pretty soon, so it's like, okay, what are we going to do here? We know Kano's got a time limit, right?
Yeah.
So is this actually going to come into play for once?
See Kano and a little more Mon, who actually does something slightly cool this time.
Yeah,
at least he has wind blades with his sword.
Yeah, at least has some kind of ranged...
About as simple as you can think of. It's most direct, but at least it's more than just cutting and punching things.
Mm-hmm. And they meditation cure and just...
Yeah, he actually does good damage. He's just low, because he has slices in them, but
they just heal.
Because they can manipulate things, they can manipulate their own bodies too, no problem. And
They
he
heal.
just kind of healed up real quick.
Mm-hmm. And so things are seeming really rough, so they turn to Jellymon and be like, come on, you have to know something. What are the proper channels? What are they talking about?
So she thinks about it for a while, and turns out she does know the proper channels.
It can only be canceled through the client's PC,
Yeah.
was something that the Antilamon apparently wanted.
Somehow it's make secure network or something, regardless.
Yeah, so
She runs up. She runs off.
floats off to
Flies off, yeah.
try and find him, and as she's flying around, she can't find it. Can't
Find this guy's laptop.
And the other two are looking at their digivices while she's running around, and there starts to be the red glow. Like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, we have to explain what happens, why she can't find the laptop. Because, when you make digital fields, you make copies of everything, right?
That's why you can blow up the...
Yeah. Because it's not really that world. There's distinct copies of this.
You can blow up the area.
Well, apparently she can't find the laptop because the guy that ordered all this has taken the laptop with him.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a
That
copy
should
of
be
the
a-
laptop.
that's-
Always has to be.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you want to go with the argument here that when things that humans are held around them aren't made copies of, okay, it's why you didn't have clothes and shoes everywhere during like the amusement park episode.
Right.
But we also don't see if they drop things, they suddenly appear, because you'd see like a lot of drop drinks in that case.
Yeah.
So for the laptop not to be here completely destroys any lore we know of
the quasi-digital field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we go to the guy who has the laptop. He's in an elevator trying to get down. Which again, obviously, when things are bad when you're building, scientists say, "Use stairs."
No.
This is why.
Yeah.
Because he gets stuck in the elevator. Eventually, the teacher comes and
pries it open
to get him out. But in doing so, he ends up having dropped the tablet because he can pull through a small crack.
Yeah.
While this is going on, the Ultimates are
running out of time.
Yeah, you're thinking, Canalymon's definitely going to be near the end of time. Well, it turns out that someone else is running out of time, too, with a red warning on her Digivice.
So it's not something special for Kano, it's just something that is there, but it hasn't come up for anybody else until now.
It hasn't even
hasn't even been mentioned. and it's going off, and they're still ultimates.
Yeah, they
There
haven't
was,
changed back yet.
there was no warning before. It
Yeah.
just happened. As soon as that went off, it was like 2 seconds later. They were de-digivolving.
And
And
they're realizing they're running out of time. Cut back to Jellymon, who's finally found the laptop into the elevator shaft. Again, how it moved in the digital world, I don't know. Kamala counts it wasn't in the digital world, but now it is. But she didn't leave the quasi-digital field to go into the human world.
yeah,
I'm not sure how he threw it through. It just doesn't
Doesn't
work.
work.
This is basic lore, like episode 4.
Yep, and it doesn't. Yeah, none of this works. And so she finally has the laptop, but they've de-digivolved, and they're just kind of sitting there.
Yeah, they're just kind of sitting there waiting their fate to,
their fate.
like, Jemima just like run, fly away.
Yeah, try and do something, but no. And she starts rapidly opening it up, tapping. Cancel.
And she seems shocked by how many of these things this guy ordered. At this point, I'm starting to wonder, yeah, how's he managing to do all this?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a guy in high school. How's he affording all this stuff?
Yeah.
We'll get to this. But cancel. Eventually, she gets them all done. She
And
also gonna make her time.
as
And the one just happens to be looking at the digiphone and see they're all canceled at that time. And now that the orders are canceled, apparently they can't get in their way, so they don't care about finding them anymore.
Yeah.
Because they won't get in their way later now.
I don't. It's Ghost Game. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta join hands and sing Kumbaya now.
That's pretty much what happens at this point, yeah.
Yep. Because, yeah, the next thing we see is them coming back towards. Well, we see someone else coming back to the dorm first.
Yeah.
As finally coming back from his business trip is Kyo.
Yeah.
And he sees the dorm all cracked and nearly falling apart. And my dorm!
You've seen his dorm blown up twice before, but it was in the digital field before.
Yeah. Which I guess it means at this point they've. Because the battle's over, they turned off the field, apparently.
Yeah. And next we see him flying around Angormon in little bunny mode again. In Telamon. He says, okay, could you put it all back? And they go, yeah, I guess so. So they take apart all the stuff they made, even like the glasses from before and the shirt, and put the building back together, which is good.
Okay, sure, yeah.
And apparently pieces of Gamamon are being stuck back in the building.
Because that was, he did eat it. It was chocolate, yeah.
Don't worry about that part.
No. And so we start sitting down with everybody now to discuss kind of what happened and how all this is going on. The Antilamon and the main 6.
Yep. Antilamon says they have their ability to do this. They've always liked to do it to make people happy.
And so
Ghost what comes around at this point again. And we reveal that Jellymon has been running this entire website for free. You can ask for whatever you want, how much you want. No charge, no limits, no daily maximum.
Who is this? Who's running this?
I mean, what?
I mean, we've never seen her paid for all of her business transactions, but she's never seemed altruistic, never seemed nice that this would be...
This is not this character.
What she would do.
Even if she did for free because she doesn't cost her anything because he's got some happy magic dancing bunnies, she would still get something from it. She'd be dynamiting these people if nothing else.
Yeah. She got a
For some
digiphone.
reason.
That can't be enough for her to keep doing this.
And at this point, he explains it to her, and Kyo grabs her and what do you think you're doing? You can't run a business for free. Which, I mean, you can't, but...
He's right, but
she knows about money systems, because she messed with that.
She's done the nicest thing she's ever done. She's helped these people with these Antilamon. That's all they wanted to do.
Made this huge website just to give people free stuff. And this is the time he finally snaps at her?
Yeah.
I mean, him grabbing her by his bulbous head and shaking her, telling her a few things. Makes probably do, but not for the one time she's being selfless.
Yeah. She's actually being fairly nice and
yeah,
far nicer than she is in almost any other episode. Go back to the beginning where she's talking about Kyo, dying and how, great his punishment and pain will be.
Because she used his programs to manipulate the money market.
Yeah. What? Where is this coming from? I'd be okay if we had somehow built to this, but there's nothing.
Is this what she's living running a free business this entire time? It doesn't seem right, because at the beginning we didn't see a lot of Ultimates. Well, actually, that's not true. We saw plenty of Ultimates this series. Never mind that part.
Yeah. And to top it all off, she does say, "This is all my fault. I'm sorry."
Jellymon apologizing for something? She never does that.
Hero, that's not Jellymon.
And on top of it, they're all like, "Yeah, you should apologize." And go ahead. But Hero got an entire group of people turned into
Monster
Digimon spider that tries to apologize, and they smacked them and said, "No, don't apologize.
Don't learn your lesson.
They'll never apologize for being kind." But here they're making her apologize. What is this? This is terribly inconsistent with Jellymon's character. But the morals of this series...
Yeah. I just... it makes no sense.
This is Ghost Game at its worst.
Oh, and then to add on top of that, we learned that the Antilamon have talked to Dad.
Ah, yes!
They repaired his slipper. They repaired the
flip-flop
sandal. Yeah, the little strap on it, so he could... He's like, "Wow, you can like rearrange things at the atomic level. Anyone would appreciate that kind of gift."
Yep. And they like to use their gifts because they like making people happy, which is why they nearly squashed Goramon and Telegamamon, because that would make Hero really happy.
Yeah. So...
And again, why did that fight start? Neither side even tried to talk to the other, really.
No.
And neither side wants to fight, but yet we had this fight.
Yeah. And then... So... We're talking about Dad. We asked questions about Dad, right? No, this is Ghost Game. Okay,
no, Hero just says, "Oh, Dad."
Yeah.
So ask Antilamon, did you come here by his request? Did you like what he said? Did you get sucked in the digital gate? Did you seek out a digital gate? Can he open a digital gate?
No. Flashlight. Give him Tailmon. It seems like Tailmon can open
I'm
gates.
guessing he probably can, because
he might very well be able to. So yeah,
like Tailmon shows up and comes and goes.
Yeah.
So did he purposely send these here?
We will never know. It will not come up again. It's Ghost Game.
Cool, because these things are so powerful. What this can do, it could change everything, and they'll probably never show up again.
Yeah.
But we're not quite done with them yet, because they still want to make people happy by making things. So Yoshiro comes up with an idea.
Yeah. He's been working, the reason for his business trip is he's been working with to create this recycling facility.
Usagi recycling plant. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know Japanese, Usagi means bunny.
Yep.
I like
it. It's cute, but why?
Why would it be called that? Yeah.
I mean, it works because of what we're doing here, but people naming it don't know they're putting bunnies in there.
Yeah. Well, it says, okay, here's a large pile of materials. You can go ahead and make whatever you need here.
Yep.
And they look happy, and they start doing their magic bunny dance on it, and then Goramon says it's boom. And we're done.
Yeah.
And thank goodness we're done. Yeah, this was tough.
Yeah. But, I mean, like you also brought up, wouldn't a landfill be a better place to stick them?
Yeah, recycling ones, at least they can kind of know how to use that stuff. I mean, maybe because, he didn't build a security system, he can't tell them how to hide as well.
Yeah,
but honestly, a landfill would be more useful for them.
For society and everything, yes.
Recycling plant's not bad, landfill would be even better.
So, yeah. We had a few nice things towards the end of the last episode to tell you. I got
There's really
nothing
not much to say here.
Because it's just inconsistent with the characters. It does absolutely nothing. It adds more problems if Lamortmon has the timer, so you can just mess more stuff up.
I mean, you blew your lore in the smithereens again.
Yeah, with the field and the laptop. Yeah. Just
Jellymon, terribly out of character. Your morals being mixed up from Monster Island. Inconsistent.
Yeah. Welcome to Ghost Game.
Yeah, this is, if you've watched reviews, you know this is not the first time.
Nope.
And look at the previews. I'm sure it'll be the last time, right?
Oh, yeah. It's Ghost Newspaper is the episode. And, seems like a watered-down version of, like, Death Note.
Yeah, your name shows up in some newspaper or some website or something. And bad things happen, yeah.
And bad things happen, yeah.
Usually involving something with yellow arms.
Yeah.
And here we have Kiyoshiro, who's, in charge. Someone's from that Thetismon episode, hiding behind underneath his covers in the room when Hero's there and running out of the room. And okay, in that case, when he's running out of the room, he sees yellow arms coming out from underneath his covers right before. I'll give you that one.
Okay.
Now, really here,
Yeah, she looks terrified as well.
I mean, look kind of surprised, but when you actually see it, she's shaken, and so it's not surprised; it's scared. This is really.
Yeah.
As Rordrik tells us, her main feature is bravery.
Yes.
Courage.
Because Digimon's gotta be courage.
Yeah, exactly. But this isn't courage.
No.
I mean, maybe story-wise we can come up with a reason.
It might make sense.
This is Ghost Game.
I highly doubt it. And
But find out next time.
Yep. And so thank you for watching. if you've stuck it with us this long, thank you so much. I don't know why you're still watching. I don't know why we're still watching. It's Digimon.
That's why.
That's the only reason why. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a wonderful time. Remember, stay safe in these strange times, my friends. As always, everyone, remember to be awesome. Till the next one, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.